made it worse. But yeah, I just think I don't put him in that category. Like if you say the Joker from The Dark Knight. Like,
I was actually gonna say
he's not even like to me. He's not even close.
I was gonna say that. He's
not even close. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen The Dark Knight?
Your topic is the most overrated villain. I'm gonna say the Joker.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
So, Troy, you're up.
All right. You know, my topic is going to be really controversial. It's about the most overrated villain of all time. And before I say who this villain is, I want to say that I think this is a good villain. Just because I feel like he's overrated doesn't mean I don't like the villain. I like the villain a lot. I just feel like he's the most overrated villain of all time.
All right, who do you got?
And that villain would be Darth Vader from Star Wars.
Yes,
yeah, I think.
Get the fuck.
I think, yeah, I know. I'm gonna get it, but yeah. I think he's the most overrated villain of all time, you know, because people put him in the category of just the most menacing villain, just badass villain.
If you completely like take away 1, 2, and 3 from the equation, just pretend they don't exist.
Yeah.
4, 5, and 6, he is a pretty badass villain.
No, he's worse. And I mean, oh yeah, 4, 5, yeah, exactly. But no, them was the ones that make me say he's a good villain.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, and that's what the ones I'm talking about. I'm not talking about when he was weak ass Anakin Skywalker. Right. No,
you're talking about 4, 5, and 6 then.
Yeah, 4, 5, and 6.
You're still saying just 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah,
he's still overrated.
Still overrated. Exactly.
Damn.
And the reason why I say that is because, like, I think good villains usually have a lot more to who like that what they're trying to accomplish, and like more of a backstory as far as like their soul, like who they are. You still, you know, they have a reason, real good reason to what they're doing, and you kind of understand them, even though you feel like they're wrong. You kind of understand the villain, you know, and you like, okay, this villain, he doing some fucked up shit, but damn, I kind of get it, or some shit, you know. But Darth Vader, besides him walking around looking menacing, you know, what the fuck does he works under? What kind of a badass villain got a master in the Emperor? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. And then secondly, he doesn't really do shit. You know, he was a badass. He does badass shit. But as far as like his purpose, you know, and what he's driving to do, I just don't feel like it was, you know, I look at other villains like the Joker in The Dark Knight, or I look at villains like Loki, you know, or Bane, villains that had like, you know, like a purpose, and you really like, damn, these dudes are really acting. They all could have won Oscars for how good their performance was. Vader, he walking around, you know, I am your father, and this, that, and the third, but it's like, it didn't really I didn't look at this villain like, if I see his ass, I'm gonna be scared. I'm just look at it like, okay, he's pretty cool, but you know.
No, he is pretty menacing. He was a straight up choking nigga like that.
I mean, yeah, he was. He was choking.
Because here's the thing. With Darth Vader, like, he was a guy that just didn't give a fuck. He would just fucking run that shit. Like,
why would he let, you know? Oh, like, what kind of a badass have a what Emperor Palpatine, what's that called? Like, you know, when Vader, he's the
apprentice.
Yeah,
and he's the master.
Yeah, he's the master. Like, what badass do you know?
It's always the rule of 2.
Yeah, but no, like, you know, usually, like, I've read that, like, Darth Vader been planning to overthrow him. Yeah. You know, but it's like,
but that's the whole purpose of the rule of 2. The rule of 2 is that there's always
one, and then
there always is a master and apprentice.
Yeah.
And the apprentice is supposed to overthrow the master.
Yeah, exactly. But if he was the apprentice for years, you couldn't come up with a way to take this motherfucker out and be number 1. You know, and then on top of that, if you go back to A New Hope, the guy that was in the one guy was bossing Vader ass around. He was like in charge of Vader. Like, remember when Vader was choking him? Yeah. And he was like, Vader, enough, release him. He was like, as you wish. And I'm like, hell hell no. This some guy that's like the fucking
general,
the general of the Death Star or whatever. You let him punk you? Like, I mean, like, have say in what you do. You know, I do feel like he became more of a badass in the second one, and I do think he's a good villain overall. I just wouldn't put him, you know.
You just think he was overrated.
Yeah, he's labeled right now as like the best villain of all time. You know, people put him in that category as like one of the best villains of all time, and I don't put him in that category. Like, I feel like he's a good villain. Like, you know, you watch average movie, and then you watch that whole, and then be like, okay, he was a good villain. That's how I feel about Darth Vader. I don't watch that whole like, damn, this nigga was the fucking scariest villain. I just be like, you know?
Well, I mean, Empire, he really was, like, especially when he's storming with the
no,
stormtroopers
like,
and like
Empire is when he had his most moments. Like, he was a badass in Empire. But I feel like at the end of Return of the Jedi, where he was and throw the Empire down. I didn't really like. Some of the shit I just wasn't feeling.
Well, especially because in that one he was being redeemed. I mean,
yeah, he was being redeemed, but I mean, just the way he redeemed himself, like, it would have been better if like he just said fuck it and just sliced the Emperor Palpatine in half or some shit like that with the thing. But he was just like, no,
he didn't say no. He didn't say no.
Yeah,
the Emperor said no.
No, Vader. Vader said no before, like right before he like as he was shocking him, he said. No.
No, I don't remember him saying no. I remember him just being silent.
Y'all know.
I just remember him being silent and just doing it.
No, he does. I think in the original version he just did it, but I think George Lucas added some fuckery to it, yeah, and made it worse. But yeah, I just think I don't put him in that category. Like, if you say the Joker from The Dark Knight. Like,
I was actually gonna say
he's not even like, to me. He's not even close. I
was gonna say that.
He's not even close. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen The Dark Knight?
Your topic is the most overrated villain. I'm gonna say the Joker.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Now I'm gonna preface this by saying Heath Ledger's acting deserved the Oscar. He was a fucking badass actor. Badass performance. Probably the best thing about the movie. But here's the thing. As a villain overall, the Joker comes from a time like long past. All right, here's the thing, and you know what? As a preface is that I did read a post on Facebook where it said explain how Joker was the hero in his story. That was actually pretty legit, but they didn't really make that overtly clear in the movie itself. A good villain is the hero of his own story. So when I say that, I'm thinking like Magneto in X-Men First Class and Days of Future Past, when he was talking to Xavier in that plane. He's like, no, you left us. It's like that kind of intensity where he's like, he feels like he is right. And you know why he thinks he's right, because they showed it. Whereas the Joker, as a villain, he comes from a time when, like, especially like in comic books and like kids things, is like, I am the villain and I'm the villain for the sake of being a villain. Like twirly like mustache. The Joker kind of plays into that part where he's evil for the sake of being evil, and that's for me is not a well-written character.
Well, the reason why I disagree for two reasons, actually. For the first reason is he sort of did have a reason, because he was like, he basically
but they didn't make it clear in the movie though.
Well, I mean,
somebody broke it down in a paper and an essay that I read online.
Yeah, but
that was years after the fact.
I think it was clear, but I think you just really have to pay attention to the movie per se to like really understand it. But
Daniel, what do you think? Come on,
but to be said, I agree with you on that. With anybody except for the Joker, and the only reason why is because he's a psychopath.
Right.
Like, a psychopath doesn't think. He just does shit. Like he even said in the movie. Yeah, exactly. And I swear I didn't say that to quote him, but literally he said that in the movie. He just does things because he's crazy. There is no moral censor with him. There's nothing. He doesn't love anybody. He doesn't care. He never once was good. He's just crazy. And that's what makes him badass, because he's blowing up shit. You don't know what he's gonna do next, because there's no way you can, predict anything from a crazy person, and that's why it makes me like, that's what made him so cool, because like, you just don't know what he's gonna do. You don't know why he's doing it. He's still, with all of that, he's still smart as far as planning out shit, blowing motherfuckers up, knowing how to kill people.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking away from the fact that I like the movie and I love the Joker in the movie. I'm just saying that he just comes from a time where I'm a villain. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm just
get it.
saying. And as far as villains these days, like the villains that you see from back in the day, they've been since adapted and changed. Like the Penguin has changed. Like Mr. Freeze has changed. Like they're not the same villains that when they first started. They were adapted and changed and rewritten. The Joker wasn't rewritten, is what I'm saying. For me,
because he don't need to be. He was probably the only villain. The reason why he wasn't rewritten because he was the only one that was like, okay, he doesn't need to be. He's crazy. Like we don't need to make him be in love. We don't need to make him have a real reason for doing shit. He's crazy, you know. So.
Yeah, well, that's my 2 cents. Daniel,
what do you think about?
What do you think about either of us, or if you want to throw at your villain that you think is overrated? What do you think about the Joker? Let's start with that.
I was about to say, I hope we ain't talking about Star Wars
he has not.
Yeah, you haven't seen Star Wars.
He has not seen him, but so I know you can't touch that one.
As far as the Joker, or what is your like favorite villain
that you think is overrated?
And what do you think about the Joker?
All right, yeah, let's start with the Joker.
I would have to agree with him on that one.
Troy?
No.
Me?
Yep, Mr. Lewis.
Oh shit! Finally, I get somebody to back me up.
I want to hear this bullshit.
All right, what do you think? What do you think about this?
Like you were saying, I feel like you have to have a purpose in order for doing any kind of crime. You can't just do it just to do it.
Here's the thing.
That wouldn't make any sense.
Just to back it up. Okay, think about Superman and Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor, even though he's the villain, he thinks he's doing it to save humanity. He thinks that Superman as a god there cannot be a perfect man. He genuinely believes that what he's doing is the right thing. And he's doing it for the better of humanity.
Right.
The Joker, as far as the Batman's villain, like. Well, he's not like there's no direct foil. Bane is more of a direct foil to Batman than the Joker is. But
see, he is doing in his
as far as you know what I'm talking about. As far as comparisons.
Yeah, right. No, I feel like in his own twisted way, he's doing it for a reason, and his reason is to make other people suffer. That's what he enjoys in life, is to make other people.
Some people like to see
suffer.
the world burn.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing that I brought from the. That's another thing that was in the Dark Knight Rises. Like he said, some people just enjoy that, you know, and that's what he does. Like he wants to see people crying. He wants to see people suffer. You know, and that in his own sick and twisted way.
What else? What else? I started to cut you off, but you were going. Continue on your chain of thought. Daniel.
I done lost it.
You agreed with me, and you were saying
who is overrated though? Who you think at any villain that you felt like is just overrated?
Like man, people give him too much credit.
Hell yeah.
Like, what do you think? Come on.
Damn, y'all put me on the spot.
Well, you were literally while we were talking, you didn't think in the back of your mind, who's my villain?
Hell
Shit.
No.
See, the thing is, once you see, I think if you see Star Wars, you will see what I'm talking about when it comes to Vader. You know,
but you also have to remember that movie was made in '77 and '80.
Yeah, but I don't.
Villains were written differently back then.
Yeah, but I mean, if you go to watch Superman Returns, Zod, he was a badass, and that came out around that time.
Also evil for the sake of being evil.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Also back then, but now in the new Man of Steel, they've given him a reason to make.
Yeah,
he's like everything I do it for my
people. Yeah, and
so,
then he was just
again adaptation people.
Yeah, no, I get it on that, but I still felt like Zod, at least in the old one, like he was cool. At least, well, and Vader was cool too, but I just feel like, you know, just because something is old doesn't mean it's dated. You know what I mean? Not necessarily.
So not necessarily, but it can.
Yeah, it can be dated. Like a lot of the Star Trek shit, when I watch it, like I be like, this shit is dated. But some shit doesn't. Some shit don't just go out of date like that. Some shit just so good that it lasts.
Timeless.
You know? Yeah. So. I mean, that was my topic. That was my 2 cents I want to throw in there. That I think Vader, as good as a villain he is, and I like Darth Vader.
And I like the Joker too.
I just think no, you don't. But I just think no bullshit. But I think he is. I think But I do think Vader is overrated though. I think he's overrated. But he's a badass. He's just overrated.
All right. Anything else to add? Closing thoughts, Daniel, before we end the show? No, Daniel.
You're wrong. He's right. We ended like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has been another episode of the Musing with Menchaca show. So I'm sorry for shortchanging you. Typically, we do 4 topics, but Daniel, being the rookie here, didn't have a topic. It's cool.
I'll have one next time.
2 topics. Hey. It's a 2-topic show kind of show this time around.
But shit, our topics went so damn long. It's good we only had 2.
Let me take a look. No, we did 20 minutes on the first topic, 15 minutes on the second topic.
Oh, okay.
It's not that bad. It was a short show. It's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, share us with your friends, and subscribe for more content. I'm your host, Luis Menchaca. Let's see here.
Follow me, Bracy Troy 21 on Twitter. Check out my YouTube channel at Troy Bracy.
Link in the description.
Yes, sir.
We did a collab video, the crossover video.
Oh yeah, you'll see that collab video we did some months back.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. Check it out.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
Watch that when we're done with this.
I follow Daniel at DanDano777.
Yes, sir. You finally got it right.
Oh shit! All right, let's see here. BoomChakalaka4@gmail.com. Gamer tags Chakalaka88. Thank you very much, audience, for making us a part of your day. Thank you very much, panel, Daniel and Troy, for helping me out on this podcast and being a part of it.
No problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Luis, signing out.